They also say it's not allowed in Thailand to fight with one arm. His dream was to become a fighter in Thailand, or he was a fighter in Argentina. 25 years I'm in the Muay Thai community, or actually martial arts, and for me was the most inspiring person. Today we want to make a review, or actually a reaction video about the documentary of Carlito. So if you saw the fighter, he was here around 3 months. His dream was to become a fighter in Thailand, or he was a fighter in Argentina. And my friend from Switzerland, she have a gym, or a couple, they have a gym in Solothurn, and they want to actually they support him as a trainer in Switzerland. And then he fly to Thailand, to the good gym in Bangkok, and she called me like they're not letting him fight, they cannot find a fight. And I was surprised about, I know the gym is quite popular and is a good gym, and then I think what's happened. Then she sent me the pictures, and I said, oh, he have only one arm. And then I think, yeah, but what is the problem? My thinking was, yeah, send him to us and we will take care, will be no problem. So he get the flight sponsored from this family from Switzerland. He came to Samui and he was very friendly, and I was surprised how positive he came. Like, he cannot speak English, he speak only Spain, nobody can really communicate with him here in the first time. But after, I feel like he really is like something different and special. So I talked to Marian, our videographer, and told him, I think we need to make a story about this is a great personality. I never met someone like this in the Muay Thai. 25 years I'm in the Muay Thai community, or actually martial arts, and for me was the most inspiring person. And so I told Marian, our videographer, to make a video about his day. I want to show how he can fight. And this was actually, for my view, a very good decision to tell him to make this video. So last week, or for a few days, the video was finished and we posted, and I'm still happy we made it. And today we want to make a reaction video together. I can give you a little bit more details, what was behind the scene about the documentary he made the documentary he made is a cinematic documentation that looks like inspiring, but was not only inspiring, was also a lot of headache behind the scene to get him a fight. I can't believe that is so hard and that he have to struggle in his life that much. But I can talk a little bit more about this in the video. So right now we will start with the intro. I will interrupt if it's possible, not too much, but if I think I have a good have something good behind the scenes to tell you, I will stop and let you know.
This is the story of a man whose destiny stood between him and his dream, and how he never gave up. He lost his arm as a child, and still he dreamed of becoming a Muay Thai fighter and fight in Thailand.
Oh, sorry. Very good. Sorry.
Soy de Argentina, Buenos Aires. Bueno, lo que me pasó en el brazo fue que a los 2 años de edad me encuentran un bulto bajo la axila. Después de varios estudios encuentran que es un tumor maligno, o sea, un cáncer.
They say some people are born with fire in their chest. Carlito was one of them, not the kind that destroys, the kind that endures. They took his arm before he turned 3, a tumor, 9 surgeries. He grew up with the quiet burn of knowing he'd have to fight harder for what he wants. But he never asked for pity. He asked for a ring, and he knows that the strongest fires aren't the ones that burn the brightest. They're the ones that never go out.
Así que después de la amputación, por suerte no salió más nada. Hasta los 15 años hice, más o menos 15 años, hice controles médicos para ver si no volvía a regenerarse nada, hasta que llegó un momento que me cansé, dije que basta y hasta el día de hoy tengo 30 años y me siento bien y nada, peleando como siempre. Yo
When he arrived, you can really feel this fire when that he don't want to be somewhere special. He want to be just a fighter, and that's what I feel or felt the first time when I met him. And then this was the time when I contact Marian, and the communication here also in the interview, he can only speak Spain and not actually one word in English and another language, and this was makes us a little bit hard in the beginning. But then we asked him about the video, is that possible? We can make a documentary about his day, and we want that he can fight, and we want to show the world that he also can fight with one arm, you know. And there we come to the point, this is what I can say, he not feel like he is some different person than us, and that's what he want, you know. But some other video creator, they make also documentary, they send us some clips to see, and then when I see some clips of his training in Argentina, how he live, for me was like, this is changed my mind about this person even more. And yeah, this is just the start. When we get in touch with him, he was agreed to make something, and let's continue.
la verdad que siempre dije y siempre lo digo que crecí en un entorno muy familiar. Tuve el apoyo de mi familia, de mis padres, de mi hermana, de amigos, pero tampoco fue como, fui el pobrecito, digamos, sino que siempre intentaron ayudarme a que yo haga las cosas por sí solo. Desde que empecé a entrenar Muay Thai y a pelear, soñé con estar acá y haberlo logrado. Además, con todo lo que me costó de llegar, es increíble. Y fue increíble haber llegado.
Carlitos' journey in Thailand didn't begin the way he imagined. His first attempts to land a fight in Bangkok went nowhere. But life has a habit of surprising those who refuse to.
And this was, for me, when I saw the documentary after, that's I don't know, before he arrived, that he saved every dollar that he can travel to Thailand. And then he arrived finally after 10-year training Muay Thai in his country. He arrived in Thailand, and they tell him, you cannot fight. Can you imagine how was the feeling if someone saved 10-year money, what we saw in the documentary after, and they stay in Thailand with the biggest wish in his life, and they tell him, you cannot fight, you have one arm. And this was for me like, I almost cried about that.
Quit, and it led him to Koh Samui, to a place called Punch It Gym. And suddenly, the dream began to shift. expanding into something deeper than he'd planned. He stayed just a short walk from the gym. Nothing fancy, but it gave him exactly what he needed. The space, the silence, and the time to give everything to the routine.
Pull it right up and I'm doing like Superman. Hey, back with the Avengers, I'm back with the Bible and the true man.
Every morning he
Pull it right there like a Superman. Pull it right there like a Superman.
Y yo arranco temprano, yendo a entrenar, llego al gimnasio, vamos a correr, entrenamos. Termino de entrenar, voy a la habitación, descanso un poco, voy a almorzar y a relajar un poco a la playa. Después el segundo turno de entrenamiento, correr de vuelta. Y después ya, lo último del día, ya no, no me quedan muchas ganas de hacer, así que ya ceno algo y...
Same as here, sometimes I saw him, he sits somewhere in the restaurant or he just walk, and then I think I invite him for dinner or I pick him up with the car. But this is the point, he actually don't want to have the extra way or like the what I can say, like he don't aspect that he is somewhere different. And that's why sometimes I feel sorry when he walk, I pick him up or not, but then maybe he feel like also not, this was kind of very hard to make the decision, we treat him better than someone else, or actually he want to be treated like everybody else, you know?
Y estoy ahí, hago videollamada con mi familia, con mi novia y nada. Ya me voy a dormir para el otro día volver a arrancar con todas.
Carlito fell in love with the gym's family-like atmosphere. He made friends, he found trust, and among them, Miguel, who became his friend for casual talks in a language he could understand.
15 me quisieron poner una prótesis y yo
Ya no quise.
no, es tener algo inmóvil que no, que está quieto ahí, que solamente es por estética.
Costa Rica.
Y dije que no, y prefiero estar así, libre
Y ya
sé como yo, sí, soy yo.
Ya aprendió a vivir.
Claro, sí. A mí me pasó de tan chico que
Que aprendió.
aprendí de cero. Yo nunca supe lo que es hacer las cosas con las dos manos. Es que aprendí todo así, con una mano.
Con una mano, sí.
Son las leches de ponerse las vendas, ¿viste? Muchas veces me quieren ayudar y yo digo, no, ya sé vendarme solo, ¿viste?
And also when he make hand wraps, when he use the clothes, take on the shin guard, sometimes it's hard when you just look and stare and you think, wow, how he do that.
Las protecciones solo. Entonces como que te llama la atención.
¿Y cuándo entra el sentimiento al Muay Thai, al deporte?
A los 15 decidí, abrieron una escuela del barrio donde yo vivo, allá en Buenos Aires, y decidí probar. Tenía mis ciertas dudas, mis miedos de decir, bueno, a ver si puedo hacer algo, cosas que no, obviamente. Pero fui igual a probar, a intentarlo, y la verdad que me encantó y nunca más dejé.
Y ya no lo dejé más.
Ya no lo dejé
One
más.
is the highest point in Samui with the best
Venís
view.
acá, seas de donde seas, de Argentina, de qué país que seas, que practiques Muay Thai, venís a Tailandia y vas a aprender el verdadero Muay Thai.
Verdadero Muay Thai.
Nenes de 5 o 6 años, no sé, ya peleando sin ningún tipo de protección, y más que los guantes, y es increíble, la verdad.
Y verá que aquí también, bueno, en Phuket, sí, porque que peleó.
Sí.
¿Cómo fue la experiencia y el viaje?
Sí, yo tengo unos amigos allá, y Y bueno, me consiguieron, peleé con la gente del gimnasio acá, siempre me apoyaron, me dijeron, bueno, vamos, si es seguro que peleás, vamos, te acompañamos. Así que fuimos y nada, fue un viaje increíble, la verdad que increíble.
So now we come to the first fight, and the first fight, you cannot imagine how hard we need to try to give him a fight. What I told you before, like I tell my friend he can come, I will organize the fight, will be no problem. We have the international stadium that is not like the high professional stadium, it's more local fighter, and there is no problem to set up mostly a fight. About he have 16 professional fights already in Argentina, and so I tell him no problem, we will make it happen. Then the first call when he arrived, they say no, we cannot, he have only one arm. I say what? But he fight already, and he is a better fighter than many other that come to the stadium. Even our trainer that make sparring, they say they are good. He cannot spar with him about he is so quick and he is so fast, and I want to make sure he can fight. And all the trainers say he can fight. And then we talk with other stadium, all reject him. They say it's not possible. Then we try in Kopangang, in another island. They also say it's not possible. And I think, what? How is that possible? We cannot let him fight, you know? And so at the end, I contact the sport authority in Bangkok, and they also say it's not allowed in Thailand to fight with one arm. And I say, but then we make an agreement that he is okay about it, just want to fight. And how is possible you cannot let him fight? About he can. He say, yeah, but he is not 100%, and if he is not 100%, he's not allowed to fight. And I really talked to someone in charge in the government, and there we even make an invite letter and proof letter from all trainers, from other promoters he fight before. Even then, they say it's not possible to fight. So, at the end, I try around 1.5 months to contact all the promoters, and then he have a good friend, Lola. She is also from Argentina, and to be honest, I'm not sure, but I think her boyfriend have a gym in Phuket. She had the connection to some promoter in Phuket, and she say we will let him fight. About her wish was also to give him this fight in Thailand. So she organized this fight, and then he come, my friend have a fight in Phuket, and I say, yeah, but you are sure? I have the confirmation from Bangkok, from the sport authority, he cannot fight in Thailand. Then he say, yeah, she confirmed. I call with his trainer, or actually with the boyfriend, and he also confirmed to the trainer that we really have this fight. Then I talked to my videographer, what do you think? You have time to go with him? About my trainer cannot drive the car. I had an appointment. Carlito can also not drive the car in Thailand. I don't know, he can drive a car in his country, but I think so. But he have no license in Thailand. So Marian, the videographer, take this opportunity and say, yeah, of course we go. And I say, yeah, but okay, I'm really not sure we can fight, but it's also investment for like, I sent 3 people to Phuket from here with the car, accommodation, everything. Then we arrived and they tell me it's not possible to fight when they see him, you know, about their, sometimes they have wrong conversation or they communicate not so good. So I sent these 3 guys to Phuket. This will be the next step in the video, but to become this fight takes me around, I think, 3 to 4 days, non-stopping texting, make letters, contact government, text promoters, everything was very not smooth. But when they go, I was like, yes, we did it, and I don't know what's happened when they arrived. And for me, last week was also the first time I saw the video how they arrived there, and there we go to see the next step of the video, the first test in Thailand.
That's how Carlito ended up on a road trip with two strangers who does not speak same language. A trainer and a filmmaker who was still talking anyway.
One
They
English
left Koh
and
Samui
one
before
Spanish.
sunrise, headed for the Nathan Pier.
Ya desde el vamos, que fue el viaje, fue increíble. Viaje con Marian, filmando, con Bao, con mi entrenador de acá. Y nada, fue algo re loco. Más que nada porque nos conocíamos hace poco entre los tres y era como hacer un viaje largo, porque no sé, como 6, 7 horas.
After leaving the boat, they drove nearly 5 hours across the country, all for one reason, to reach Carlito's first fight in Thailand.
If you see now, this shot looks like nice, but if you imagine how you make it when the driver is the videographer.
I wanted to have just some like a shot from the middle of the road, so I just placed the camera in there. I hope so I press record. Did I? I did.
So he have to put the camera setting, drive back and cross again, and this for a few times. About every shot he make from outside, with the car or everything, he have to make it his own. And even with the drone shots, I don't remember, but I think the drone shots, both driving, right?
No, Carlo.
Carlo. So
Hold. Good. Yeah, okay, just drive, okay?
the drone shots we see now, Carlito drive the car and he drive, and the videographer drive or fly the drone.
Mostly in silence, but he enjoys it. They stopped at a roadside 7-Eleven where the automatic doors welcome them with that familiar melody every traveler in Thailand knows. A brief pause in the journey, then back on the road. When they finally reached Phuket, they rested.
Okay, we come to house for stay for 5.
¿Está bien?
This is now Lola, the friend. He contacted us about the fight. She organized the fight. And this is, I think, the boyfriend. I'm not sure, but he have the gym in Phuket.
Vamos a intentar a ver si puedes pelear con.
Pero ahí no sé qué dice ahí, ¿no?
Es que nada, igual no le hagas mucho caso al póster porque
Sí.
I think here, the first time, he was really happy about he can talk Spain. After, I think, after this fight, he met what was his name? From Argentina, from Costa Rica, Miguel, yes, from Miguel. So Miguel came after Phuket, and he never speak to someone in his language before in the gym. And then I think when he met first time Lola, his friend, he was very happy. And I feel like when we saw the other video, how he stay with his family very close and always around his people, and now he stay in Thailand, nobody speak his language. First time he traveled so far and had to struggle from beginning. That shows how a big heart this guy have it. This is like really different to other.
Pero sí, vas a pelear con este. Es el que habían confirmado y afuera.
A las 9 arranca supuestamente.
A las 9. No sé. Pero no,
¿Sí ves?
9:30 creo que empieza.
Arranca a las 9.
And this is Thailand. That's you see now. Lola organized the fight, everything with us, and then they confirm one day before. They not even know exactly the time and anything. This is always in Thailand, like not in the smaller stadium, not really in detail organized and sometimes changed. And that's why I was like, oh, I sent now these 3 people there, and it's like a big trip for everyone. And then he is very disappointed if he not can fight next day.
Ah, perfecto. Claro, empiezan como los chiquitos y después van los grandes.
Claro.
Así te digo. ¿Vos peleabas, amigo?
Sí, olvidate, yo sí.
So this was the last training session with his friends before the fight. Warm up after 6-7 hours sitting in the car. Now he texts again with his family and friends and girlfriend. It's so long time. Can you imagine? You stay 2-3 months in a country without your family. You stay the whole life. It's for many people, I think it's kind of normal, but not really if you not can speak this language here or like English. And I feel sometimes so sorry for him, but he don't want it, you know. He want just fight, and that was so different on this person. About you can see he come, he want to fight. The last time he confirmed that he really fight tomorrow with his mom, and his dream come true now. This is actually a similar stadium as in Samui, the Samui International Stadium.
Carlito
A
needed to
little
eat
bit
a few
bigger,
hours before the fight,
kind
so
of
they find a
similar
quiet
fights.
corner close to the stadium for traditional Thai food. When the darkness came, they made their refreshing walk before the fight. Carlo wanted to see something very special for him on the street.
Tonight, if I get the bell, I need to win.
Yeah, wait.
Take a bell, come back Samui. Okay?
Yeah.
Win.
The
Wait.
poster is in Phuket on the streets.
After they returned to the car, they patiently waited for Lola and her friend. Then Lola and her friend arrived, and 4 of them walked toward the stadium. Carlito felt ready.
I think for him here was also like a normal scene.
Inside, the
He
ritual
fights 16
began.
time already in the
They
big
wrapped
stage,
Carlito's
so
hand,
he know the
carefully,
game and
tightly,
a
making
bit
sure it could
different in
defend,
Thailand.
strike,
In the other
and follow
hand,
the rules of the
he
fight.
was already
Then came the
prepared
oil
many times
massage,
for that, you know.
a traditional pre-fight ritual meant to heat the body, wake the muscles, and prepare the spirit.
In the heat of a battle, we'll be the first ones in line. Won't retreat through the struggle, 'cause warriors don't run. The odds stacked against us, we're running out of time. Though we may be surrounded, warriors don't run.
Pelear allá, la primera pelea en Tailandia fue mía. Es espectacular.
Espectacular.
Sí.
And now also when you see now in this scene, his opponent was like prepared. He trained only for this fight, and one big problem is also for him, like to find the opponent. This is after when we also tried to find the second fight. It's like it's not easy to find a fight about. If you fight a guy with one hand and you lose, you stay here like kind of, you are not complete, you not even can compete a man with one hand. And if you beat him badly, then they feel sorry again for Carlito, but he don't want it. But then he is the badass about he knocked out one guy with one hand, so it's also not easy for the opponent. And on this, I want to also say thank you for his opponent to take this opportunity or this challenge to fight him. But his dream was actually to fight the Thai fighter, but we cannot choose, we have to take what we get, and I was even surprised that was happening. Fight of all the rounds. Yeah? And the best part on this evening, he even win the belt of this stadium. And he get a lot of support in the audience. And two guys from Argentina there, they get crazy.
Won't retreat through the struggle, 'cause warriors don't run. All the
So the first test done.
we're running out of time, though we may be surrounded.
Actually stream.
Warriors don't run.
No es el de las peleas que a mí me gustan, pero estuvo buena para ser mi primer pelea acá.
So after he came back, I asked him how was the fight and anything, and we always used Google Translator, and he said, yeah, it was good, but I can feel that's not his dream about, was not the Thai fighter. But what next coming soon in the video about after, or actually when they come back, we record all the fight. I uploaded those on YouTube and sent this video from Phuket to all the promoters they say he cannot fight to prove he can fight. About everyone we contacted in the stadium, they say we need a proof that he can fight, and he not really had so much content on video or only short parts, and they're not accepted. So after that, I sent all the full fight from Phuket. It's also on our main YouTube channel from Punch It Gym. You can find the fight. So I sent to all the ones that not believe in him.
The fight in Phuket had been a
Here is the drone
success,
shot, Carlito
but it
after
wasn't the
driving
end.
car.
The next day, they hit the road again, heading back to the pier just in time to catch the boat before sunset. They needed to return to Koh Samui. Carlito received news of another fight.
Quería lograr llegar acá, a Tailandia. Ahora que llegué, quiero pelear lo que más pueda. Entonces ahora es como que, nada, necesito pelear más y demostrar que puedo.
After came back, this was like 1-2 days later, I sent this video already to promoters, and they keep calling, oh, can he fight here? And I was, huh? What's happened now? Before it was not possible, and the government say not possible, and now it's
Y
changing.
demostrarme a mí mismo
But
también
it's good.
que,
That's why he came.
que puedo y que soy capaz de pelear contra cualquiera. Gane o pierda, eso está de más, pero bueno, siempre es el tema de la desconfianza o la inseguridad la inseguridad que genera la gente al verme así, al verme que me falte un brazo y creo que también.
Even in clinching, our trainers and all the customers say it's very difficult. He's so fast. When he clinch, with one arm, most of the customer cannot even clinch with 2 arms, and with the legs, everything, he is like really a complete fighter and fast. And for many customers, also scary about his legs. They are very crazy fast.
Yo los entiendo al ver a alguien que le falte un brazo y que quiera pelear y pelee con una persona normal, digamos. Eso es lo que hace un poco más difícil que se cumpla el sueño, pero nada, lo dificulta un poco más, no es que lo hace imposible.
Para alcanzar sueños uno siempre deja cosas atrás, sacrificios, que su familia vive en Argentina, cómo
Sí,
vive eso.
Claro, irse a otro lado que, yo te soy sincero, yo vine acá y no conocía a nadie. Más allá de que desde que el primer día que llegué la gente me trató excelente, mucho respeto, ¿viste? Pero no los conocés.
No los
entonces
conoces, no es lo mismo.
Claro,
El idioma también.
claro, no hablar su idioma, ¿viste?
Costumbres,
es difícil,
todo.
claro, es muy difícil. Yo estoy viviendo mi sueño, pero no quita de que lo extrañe a mi familia,
Always
¿viste?
smiling, happy.
Pero bueno, son
This
cosas
was
que uno
like
tiene que traer el
positive.
juego
Also when
para cumplir
he
el sueño, ¿no?
struggle, cannot
Porque
fight. I tell him sometimes, look, I try my best, I contact so many people, and he just, okay, no problem. Actually, he not say no problem, he say, okay. And you see, first when run,
The next fight offer came from the best
Everything
and the
seems
biggest Muay Thai stadium in southern
keep
Thailand.
going, fight forward, train hard.
Carlito didn't hesitate. He knew this was a real opportunity. Day by day,
There
he
is no
trained,
complaint about
quiet, focused,
I'm pain.
locked into the rhythm of his routine. Carlito trained with one purpose: to be ready for his real test in Thailand.
Bueno, la primera pelea mía no fue las peleas que me gustan, pero fue una linda experiencia. Después la segunda pelea que pude meter acá, que lo metí de perguncha, fue increíble.
So in Petmansha, this is the stadium in Samui. This is also the biggest and the best Muay Thai stadium in South Thailand. So the better fighter from Phuket, Krabi, or some other provinces in South Thailand, they come mostly to Koh Samui to fight here. About the standard and the stadium in Petmansha is actually similar or same as in Bangkok, in Ratchadamnern, in Lumpini, or in other some big stadiums. So it's also the same rules. And after I sent him the video, they confirm already 3 weeks later, we need always 3 weeks break in between the fights. This is also below. And after these 3 weeks, he get already the fight, and now he prepared even harder than before for this fight opportunity in Bedpansha. And for us, it's easy. We can go with
On
the
fight day,
motorbike.
they left early for the weigh-in.
In the morning at 7,
The stadium was quiet in the morning,
check.
calm, but that calm wouldn't last. The fight was coming.
148.60ผ่านที่
Also in the evening, we have to go at 7 o'clock. We need to stay in the stadium. So when we go to the stadium, we need to be sure at 7 o'clock that everything or everyone is there. The program is set up for 9 o'clock. We have to prepare a little bit the hand wraps, the oil, but mostly we start around 8 to 8:30 to prepare the fighter. But we need to be there also in the evening at 7 o'clock to be sure every fighter is there, and to 99% all fighters there. Sometimes it happens.
Disfruté mucho esa experiencia de poder pelear en un evento importante, en un estadio con tanta historia. La verdad que me sentí muy cómodo desde el momento que me estaban haciendo el vendaje, los masajes, estar tranquilo.
And that this night was not full, but a lot
Tuve
of
la suerte
and a lot of support.
medirme con un tailandés, que es increíble pelear con ellos, así que...
And finally, he fight a Thai opponent, and a good one, not like a retired fighter. Here is also special in Thailand when they're before the fight, they always have to sit one fight before together and see the other fight. This is also to make sure they are ready when the fight is finished. So sometimes they sit over 5 rounds to each other and wait to fight the next event. You see how fast he is? That was one of the best shots, that you can see how really fast he can move his body. And it's different when you fight someone like this, you cannot train, you know. And what I talk to other fighters, is very hard to get used to it, to read him when you fight him. It's different, and this is what I think is also a good opportunity for him. About he don't have 2 hands, but he have a different movement and no body aspect, how it works, and that's why he's also very hard to beat. And the Thai fighter, he don't care. Huh? Both of them, they fight so hard. I was there in the ring and I was kind of shocked. I also had 2 cameras to record this video, to make one reel on the phone, and I was like, I cannot believe how was the fight, like how much powerful, and for me was, I think, also one of the best fights I ever seen live. And again smile.
Y hacer una pelea de las que me gustan, inteligente, una que, que, que el peleador trate de ganarme, o haga todo para ganarme y nada, eso.
Also this fight, we have the full fight, and our on the YouTube channel you can watch the full fight. Here you can see the last round there. Really 5 rounds full power and emotion, and the stadium also get crazy. This was like... And finally, when I saw that he win this fight, was for me like very impressive. And I feel so happy for him.
Straight through the struggle, 'cause warriors don't run. All the odds stacked against us. We're running out
And
of
all the stadium want to come to make picture with him.
warriors don't run.
He was tonight in this stadium, he was the superstar. So this is of course also about he fight with one arm, this make him different. But he not proved about he is different, he proved about he is like, he is strong and he is like faster than the other. He proved with his skills. And this what makes the audience there like him a superstar. Everyone want to come to make a picture with him, and they not judged him about his arm. He judged him about how he did this fight.
De las mejores experiencias que puede tener.
At the time when he was here was also the White Crew Day. This is now happened, and all the gyms here around Samui is invited to celebrate the White Crew Day. So they train around 2 weeks before we get the White Crew. We train in the gym. We go with 10 customers from us to present Punji Gym on the White Crew Day. So around 100 people from gyms around Koh Samui, they go to make the same White Crew, and the masters of the Muay Thai is there. They give them like the press, like a Moncon. And so he trained around 2 weeks the White Crew to go to present there. And then
Carlito happened to be in Thailand
a few
at
minutes
just the right
before
moment. He was invited to join
the ceremony start like this, the trainer called me, "You know where is Carlito?" And I say, "No, he is with you in the presentation." No, he is not there. Then I try to call him and tell him, "You need to go to make the White Crew." No, I'm there, I will watch. I say, "No, you don't have to watch, you have to make the White Crew. That's why you train for it." Even at this time, I feel like he come every day, train the White Crew with this group, and then he not feel like he is so important that he have to go to show the White Crew. And I say, "No, you are one of this big group, you need to present." And again, he was very happy to be a
fighters from across the island for the International Muay Crew Day, a sacred gathering where monks gave blessings and fighters moved in ritual. It was a reminder, this island offers more than training and fighting. There's culture here, spirit, beauty, and Carlito was part of it now.
Sí, la verdad que Samui es muy lindo lugar, las playas que tiene, es increíble lo tranquilo que es, todo. La verdad la gente muy cálida la gente, la verdad que me encantó haber venido para acá y nada, vivir esta experiencia de estar acá, entrenar, ir a la playa, descansar, seguir entrenando, la verdad que es increíble, me siento muy cómodo. Y la verdad que los nombres de los lugares que visité no me los acuerdo muy bien, pero sí visité varios templos, varias playas, vi amaneceres, atardeceres, la verdad que es increíble. Me encantó estar acá y me encanta estar acá. Así que todo lo que conocí me gustó. La verdad que todo muy lindo.
So one part is also interesting about the fight after in Koh Samui when we fight in the stadium. Even on the same night, the big promoter from from Bangkok came to me and asked me he can fight in Bangkok. So he get already another opportunity, but actually after this fight, he had not even 3 weeks anymore to stay. So we have to cancel this fight. But next time when we come back, he will.
There were moments he thought he'd never make it this far. Too many obstacles, too much doubt. Too many people telling him what wasn't possible. But now, he stands.
And since he is 3 years old, he have always this problem, you know, what I heard, like everything what he want to do, they say like, yeah, it's maybe not possible, maybe you do something else, but he choose the way to do what he want to do. And this is, if you grow up like this, I think it's very hard life when you hear always that you are not 100%, but you feel like 100%. And that is a good reminder that if you want, you can do everything. And that's also the meaning of this video. If say anything is possible, about if you believe in yourself, then you can do it, then it's actually possible. And that was for me another reminder to see that this possible.
Stands here, not as a symbol, not as a miracle, just a man who never gave up and proved that anything is possible.
La verdad que no pensé que me iban a recibir tan bien. Me gustó que traten de buscar miles de formas para que pueda pelear y ayudarme, ya sea en la estadía, en el entrenamiento, brindarme todo. La verdad que me sentí muy cómodo. El recibimiento que tuve acá, la gente, tanto Marcus, todos los del gimnasio, los entrenadores, la verdad que los compañeros que hay también son increíbles. La verdad que te hacen sentir como en casa.
And this is also part what we try here in the gym. Even he not so close to the trainer or to the customer about the barrier of the language, but he feel it. He stay here like a part of our family. Everyone treat him like someone from us. And for myself, it's just very important that we have in the gym this feeling like everyone is same important. It's not our crowd, we know the customer, and that's what I think what he felt when he stay here. And I'm very happy that he is a part of us. About we make also a contract with him that we can invite him always, we can support him with the clothes and bring him back to Thailand.
Tomorrow, it's Carrot, he go home. And then we need to make something for keep him remember we. Okay, Carrot, come on. Okay, go to back. You go to back. Yes, and the back. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now we do some fun, some kick him, but just.
This part we make in the beginning when we open the gym, almost with all the customer. Right now we have a lot of customer. We cannot make this one with all the customer, but there you can also see sometimes when someone stay longer or get close to the trainer, they also make this, what we can say, celebration, not goodbye, punishment.
100%. Okay. Okay. Stop. Okay, Cap. Good luck, brother. Take care, huh? Yeah, and then come back again. Okay. Take care.
Me siento mucho mejor. Me cambió la cabeza completamente en ver en las peleas, en los entrenamientos. Nada, la experiencia que viví acá, la gente que conocí. Me sorprende haber avanzado tanto y con tantas piedras en el camino, poder seguir y seguir. Y mi legado creo que sería el día de mañana que me retire, tener mi propio gimnasio en Argentina y poder transmitir lo que aprendí.
The last time 7-Eleven for him, and I think he missed already this sound welcome, but we was very sad here about he was a good inspiration also for people that stay here. They can see his personality, also the trainers. Was a good vibe when he had him in the gym, and that's why we very happy to support him again next year. But of course, he was before us. He was in Switzerland. He teach there in Solothurn in the gym, and he also get invited from this family from Solothurn in this gym. And after Thailand, he was back in Switzerland to get another fight. And finally now, I think he is on the way to Argentina back. So here you can even see how much effort he put in Muay Thai, in his career, in his dream. He is away around over a year just to live his dream. And this is also impressive. Not so many people can do it, but many want to do it, but then they failed about after 3-4 weeks. They feel they want to go home and pain or tired.
La verdad que me voy con un aprendizaje increíble y para mí me encanta, me encantó y creo que voy a intentar aplicar
Here I
lo
don't
mismo
know,
que
he is
aprendí en
happy
este
or
tiempo
sad
acá.
about.
En donde,
Sometimes I feel he is alone here, but I think he will come back. And here, this is the time when we make the contract with him about we want to support him with equipment, with the training, much as possible. But this is, we don't want to buy someone. And this is always, when we choose to support someone, this is mostly when they come to train with us, we feel like you are a part of us. And that's how we made it. And then he asked me also, he want to make his own shirt. And then I say, okay, we make a shirt for you. And this is a part. We will support you that you can sell some of the shorts or shirts. And I can show you quick the shirt we make and the short. I'm going to take just one. I think we have here one. And the short. Here we back with shirt and short, and this is also a special gift we want to give you. If you comment, if you share something, leave a comment in this video, we will make it and we will send you this shirt. Just tell us why you want to get this shirt from Carlito with the Argentina flag. And what is actually crazy, I just put here in the shop about, I think, his logo with the monkey with one arm. That is the logo a friend of him made. I love it. And we sell a lot of shirts and shorts from him. And I was a bit surprised. And now I hope you enjoyed also this reaction video. And we want to support you with the shirt, with a short. Just leave a comment. And I want to say thank you also to Marian. He made this documentary. Today we not talk so much about how many hours he used to make this documentary. You cannot imagine how many hours he spent to make it. And the quality of this video, I love it. And thank you to Marian to do it. And yeah, I hope I see you in the next video when we make another reaction and a live stream. Also, let us know if you want to make more live streams like this. So support the channel with a subscription, comment, and see you in the next one.